Welcome to the first workshop of The Secret Life of PowerPoint. My name is Elise Shear. I'm a librarian here at West Milford Township Library, and I'll be your instructor. In this video, I'm going to show you the completed project that we will be doing, followed by a step-by-step audio and visual. There is also contact information on the next slide if you have any questions or concerns, but we'll also be offering an optional Zoom meeting on June 12th. The link will be sent to you by email the day before. That's from 2 to 3 on Saturday, June 12th, and if you have any questions at that time, we can answer them and share them with the audience. Also, I'll review the project going over the steps in this video. I hope you enjoy this. Here we go. To begin, open PowerPoint and change your layout to blank slide. Go up to Layout and select blank. You want 5 total blank pages, so you're going to add new slides, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you have 5 new slides. In the first slide, we're going to insert a book cover. You go up to Insert. To insert pictures, you can insert something you have on your computer or something on the internet. We're going to use the internet, so click on Online Pictures, go into the search box, which will likely be Bing, as that's a Microsoft search product, and type book cover. You may choose whatever book cover you prefer. The only criteria is that it needs to be flat and straight. You don't want something at a slant or with background. So I'm going to choose this one here, say Insert. And when you insert, it defaults into the middle of the slide. We need to bring this to the right for it to animate properly. And our goal is to move it towards the right so that the left-hand edge comes right under the 0 in the middle. If you roll your mouse over the book, you'll see that it becomes a cross with arrows on every edge. We're going to use that to drag the image to the right. Now it's a little too far. We have to get that edge back under the 0. There we go. Okay. For the best effect, we want to bring this image all the way to the right-hand edge of the page. So to do that, we can use one of these grab bars to extend it. Now, when a picture is selected, it has 6 of these little circles, and they're called grab bars. You can use this one, and it will allow you to drag it like that. Now, notice that by doing that, we distorted the text and the image. In the best of all worlds, you would not want to do that. You would want to do it in proportion. So if you wanted to keep it in proportion, you would actually use a diagonal like so to reduce or enlarge without changing the shape of the font. But for our purposes today, we're going to just bring it over to the edge and ignore that it's distorted. So let's click away from the book cover, and now we're going to draw a page. We're going to use a square shape. So we're going up to Insert, Shapes, and we want a rectangle. You might have your most recently shapes at the top, and if you have the rectangle up there, select it there. If not, look for rectangles and select it there. Now your cursor is a simple cross. You're going to bring your cursor right up to the top edge here, and then using your left mouse, drag it to the right and down. Okay, it's the same size as your book cover, but in reality, we want the page to be slightly smaller than the book cover. So the easiest thing to do is to use the top right diagonal grab bar. And you'll notice when you roll over it, it turns into a double-sided arrow. Just bring that down just a little bit. Do the same with the bottom right and just a little bit. And you see we have a little bit of space on the top and the bottom and the side. Now let's change the page color so that it fits an antique book. We have our shape selected. We're going to go up to Shape Fill. And there's a light orange color that looks a little bit like parchment. We're going to check that. And then let's get rid of the outline. We're going to click Outline, No Outline. So the next thing we're going to do is click on this square page, and we're going to remove it from this page and put it on another slide. So if you go up to your home in the menu and click Cut, and then click on the second slide, click into the second slide, and click Paste. And there's your page. Now we need to duplicate this page, so we have facing pages. Leave this selected and then click on Copy and Paste. And another page is here. We're going to use our arrow to cross and slide this over, and you want them to meet in the middle. Now we have the two pages, and we want to duplicate those pages on the next two slides. The easiest way to do that is to keep this one selected, press the Control key on your keyboard, CTRL, Control, and then click on this one. And now you have both squares selected. Go up again to Copy in the menu. Go to slide 3, put your mouse into the slide, and then click Paste. Go to slide number 4, click your mouse into the slide, and up in the menu, click Paste. We have all our pages. And now we need a back cover for our book. Let's go back up to slide 1, click on our book cover. This time, we're not going to cut, we're going to copy it. And you might have already guessed, we're going to go to the 5th slide, click in the slide, and then click Paste. We want to move this over to the far left. This is going to be our back cover when the animation is complete. So let's move it over. Now, usually a back cover is more plain than a front cover. So the simplest way to do this is to camouflage the printing. So to do this the easiest way, we're going to click off the picture. We're going to go back to Insert Shape again. Choose a rectangle, and then draw a rectangle over your text and images. Now, you might not have text and images, or you might have small text and images, whatever it takes to cover and camouflage. And now I'm going to show you a neat little trick. Instead of just changing the color from the color menu, we can choose what color fits with the book. Let me show you what I mean. Keeping the shape selected, go up to Shape Fill, and then come down and click on the eyedropper. You now have a little eyedrop tool. And when you move that tool around, you'll notice that the square accompanying it will change color depending on where the eyedropper falls. So we can choose a part of the background of the book and click on it, and then our shape will fill itself with the same color as the background. It's solid, it does not have the gradient, but it's enough of a camouflage. Then let's get rid of the outline, shape outline, no outline, and then we can click away. Now we have all our pieces in place. The last thing we need is an animation. And for this, we're going to use something called page transitions. We're going to apply transitions to the pages to make them turn. So the way we do this is we're going to come over here at the page icons. We're going to click number 2, and we're going to click the Control key, CTRL on the keyboard, click number 3, keep holding Control and click number 4. You can let go of the Control key, and then you're going up to Transitions, and we're looking for one called Page Curl. It's not here, so we have to arrow down, and there it is. We're going to click Page Curl, and immediately it demonstrates. Now we're ready to see the full effect. So we're going to click on Slideshow, and then we're going to click From Beginning. And then each time we click with our mouse into our screen, the pages will move. So click, 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 and click. Okay, now hit the Escape key, and we can do a few more things to embellish our book. If you click onto number 2, it really feels like we need an outline back. So let's click on the left and then hit the Control key on your keyboard and click on the right. And let's go back and add an edge in. So let's go back to Home. And we're going to click, we're in Drawing Tools now, Format, Shape, Outline. All right, let's choose gray. Okay. And then, so we don't have to reapply this to each page, we're going to go back to Home, click Copy, click 3, click into the slide, paste, and then get rid of that one. All right, now you notice that our image moved when we pasted it. Instead of having to move each page and try to fit it back together, let me show you a quick trick. We've already used this in other aspects of this. You have one image clicked, and now you want to select the other. But if you go to select the other, it deselects the first one. So that's where Control comes in, keep the selected, and then click that. And then if you move your mouse, it moves them together. So we'll move that back the way it was. Okay. All right. And now, if we don't want to go through all that, there is one other option. We can delete this slide, and we can delete this slide, And this slide has the pages exactly the way we want. We can just duplicate this slide. So if you want to do that by clicking on the page icon to the left, and with your right mouse, click, and you get the menu here. Click Duplicate Slide. And on this one, number 3, click Duplicate Slide. And then you have them all the same. All right, one more embellishment. It would be nice to add a little text. Up here, we're going to click Insert, Text Box. And just like we drew the square, we're going to come and draw a text box. The cursor looks like an upside down cross, but it works just the same as all the other cursors. So you're going to drag it across and down. And we are going to type in once upon a time with an ellipse after it, ... And we can take our O and we can make it bigger. We can go up in the text box here and change the size. Make it really big, like an old-fashioned storybook. And you can change the color of the text by going up here. The letter A there represents text, and you can click on the arrow to change the font color. And we're going to make this gray. And there we go. So now that we have already set the transitions and we have added our page borders and some text, let's go back to our slideshow from the beginning. And when you click your mouse, click, 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 and click. You have your book. Click Escape, and you're all done. We will meet live on June 12th, and we will discuss all the aspects of this project. I will do a quick review, and if you have any questions, please have them prepared for me. In the meantime, if you need to reach me, my name is Elise, and I'm a librarian here at West Milford Township Library. Our number is 973-728-2820. Thanks so much for joining us.